All right, behind every great song is a strong team. And on this week's episode of The Launch, Nikki Sixx, founding member of iconic rock group Mötley Crüe, is taking the next artist from audition to airwaves.
I can be super cocky and tell you the first time I stepped on stage with Mötley Crüe, we ended up in a fight with the audience, in the audience, fist fighting, and we had each other's back. That would seem like that would be the Mötley Crüe moment where our career launched. But really, it's when we played the US Festival in 1983. It's 350,000 people, and they didn't know who we were. And the whole place went crazy. They got it. We got it, they got it, and when we were playing Shout at the Devil, 300,000 people were all going, shout, shout. It was like this feeling, I can still feel it in my body. I was like, that was it. We got launched into the universe.
You guys are in tune with each other musically. It is loose and tight at the same time.
You never know. You're just doing what you do, which is you're being an artist, you're trying to be honest, you're trying to be real and in the moment and capturing that magic. And that's what's exciting about this show. These artists are getting that opportunity. They're going to get that feeling. They're going to get that feeling that I got to have.
If the minor fall, majorly, the baffled king composing hallelujah.
The biggest rejection that I got was my uncle was the president of Capitol Records. And I was a young, cocky, rock and roll guy, you know, and I believed I was going to be in the biggest band in the world. And I used my lifeline. I called him and I said, I got the next biggest band in the world. I go, I need you to come see me play. And he came down to the Starwood and he watched us play and he passed. I'll do some math for you. Record company makes about $10 a record. We sold 150 million albums. That's $1.5 billion. He said it's the biggest mistake he ever made of his life. But you know what? We got passed on by a lot of record companies, and a lot of these artists will get passed on, and that doesn't mean that's the end. You can't stop. You have to keep going. Addiction, for me, was covering up my rejection as a child. I didn't know how much damage that did until I was older. And I found rock and roll, and I found drugs, and then I found success. And I was a multi-millionaire heroin addict. And when I got off the drugs, I was still abandoned. I was still rejected, and I still had all those feelings. And so I had to work really hard. And through the work, it got me to write songs like Primal Scream. Which is about my mom and my dad, and learning how to accept things. I think I'll always be working on myself, and that's what addiction gave me. It gave me the wake-up call to try to become a better person.
I was trying to think of a negative, you know, to help you, because I can't think of one.
My experience at the launch has been over the moon. To be given the keys to the kingdom as far as mentoring these artists, that meant a lot to me, and I didn't take it lightly. And to get to work with them and to get to hopefully inspire them to be a better version of themselves was fantastic.
And you can catch Nikki Sixx tonight on The Launch at 9 o'clock on CTV. And tomorrow, the next chosen artist will perform for the first time on national television right here on Your Morning.